Hello everyone, I am Teacher Wendell and welcome to my free math videos. And today we are going to start our integers series. So this will be a series of lessons about integers. So our first lesson will be, what are integers? Again, you pronounce it as integers, not integers. Okay? So what are the numbers that are called integers? First, you need to remember the numbers that you have met before. And what are those numbers? The counting numbers, or in math, they are called the natural numbers. So what are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So you count starting from 1. You don't count starting from 0, or you don't count using negative numbers. So you start with 1, and then 2, and then 3, and so on. So those are the natural numbers. And then we also have the whole numbers. So what are the whole numbers? The whole numbers are simply the natural numbers plus the number 0. Okay, so these two set of numbers are very much related. Their only difference is the number 0. Now, why do we need a number 0? And when can we use it? First is an illustration here, which is an empty box. So if you ask someone how many balls are there in the box, that someone will answer you 0 ball. Okay, so that someone used the number 0 because the box is empty. There is nothing inside. Or another example could be the temperature. Temperatures could be 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so these are examples of situations where we use the number 0. So again, natural numbers start with 1, 2, 3, and so on. Whole numbers start with 0. It means the negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 are not whole numbers. Okay, only the positive natural numbers and the 0. Next, this is the set of integers. So if you look at this set of numbers, it looks like it covers the natural numbers or the counting numbers, and also the number 0 and the negative of the whole numbers. So these numbers here on the left side are the negative because you put negative signs for the whole numbers or the natural numbers. Okay, so these numbers are the integers. And as you have observed, there are no decimal numbers here or no fractions. Okay, so when can we use negative numbers? Okay, why do we have negative numbers? And when can we use them in everyday life? Again, another example will be for the temperature. If you go to countries with winter or countries that have snow, their temperature can go beyond 0 or below 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so they use negative integers to read or to identify their temperature. So they use negative numbers. And for this example, the temperature is negative 10 degrees Celsius. Another example could be about money. For example, you have a friend that borrows 100 pesos from you, and then you lend him 100 pesos. And then for after some time, your friend returned your money, but he only returned 50 pesos. So what happened here? Do you feel happy or you feel annoyed or angry? You might be upset because you gave him 100 pesos and he returned only 50 pesos. So what happened is you have a net of negative 50 pesos. So there is a loss of 50 pesos, and we represent that with a negative integer, which is negative 50. So the set of integers consists of the positive integers and the negative integers. So these are the positive integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't stop with 5. The ellipsis dot 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 means there are more positive integers more than 5. Okay? And there are infinitely many positive integers. It means we cannot count the exact number of positive integers because it has no limit or no end. So as with the negative integers. So to recap, a set of integers cover the natural numbers or consist of the natural numbers and the whole numbers. And here in the middle is an illustration of the set of integers, which is denoted by letter Z. So letter Z means the set of integers. When you say set, it means a group of numbers or group of objects. So Z means the group of integers. And that group involves or covers W or the set of whole numbers. And that group of whole numbers consists of N or the set of natural numbers. Again, Z means the set of integers, W means the set of whole numbers, which are 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and N means the set of natural numbers, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So from this illustration, we could say that all natural numbers are whole numbers. And similarly, all whole numbers are integers. Okay? So remember, integers do not have decimal digits or doesn't include the fractions. So this is the summary of the set of integers, and we can put them in the integer number line. So this is the integer number line. It has the negative integers to the left and the positive integers to the right of the number 0. Again, 0 is not a positive integer or it is not a negative integer because 0 has no sign. It is neutral. But 0 is an integer. So let us review. Integers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It could go to 100, 1 million, 1 billion, and beyond that number. And it could be also 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -20, -50, -100, -1 billion, -1 trillion, and so on. As long as there are no decimal digits or it doesn't include fractions, all those numbers are integers. They could be positive or negative. Now let us test your understanding of our lesson today about the concept of integers. So we will have a true or false exercise. So I will be giving you 10 true or false questions. And I will also give you 5 seconds to answer them yourselves. After 5 seconds, I will reveal the answers. Question number 1. 100 is an integer, true or false? Okay, of course it is true because 100 is a natural number and it is also a whole number. Number 2, 1/2 is an integer. Of course it is false because, as I have said, integers doesn't include the fractions. Number 3, 22.6 is not an integer. Take note of the word not. Of course, it is true because decimal numbers or numbers with decimal digits are not integers. So this statement is true. Number 4, 1 million is not an integer. Okay, that's false. Because even if how big the number is, that is still an integer as long as it is a whole number or it could be a negative of that whole number. So 1 million is 1 with 6 zeros. So there are no decimal digits in that number. And it is not a fraction. So it is an integer. So number 4 is false. How about number 5? All integers are positive. Of course, it is false because there are negative integers. How about number 6? Some integers are decimals. Of course, it is false because, as I have said, there are no decimals that are integers. Number 7, negative 10,203,040 is an integer. Yes, it is true. No matter how small this number is, but it has no decimal digits, it is neither a fraction, so it is an integer. Number 8 is all natural numbers are integers, and you already saw the answer. It's true because it was in our lesson today, the first part where all natural numbers are integers. Number 9, fractions are not integers. Of course, it's true. Okay, there are no fractions that are integers. What I mean by that is those fractions that cannot be converted into whole numbers. Okay, where their simplest form are still fractions with a numerator and a denominator, then those fractions are not integers. Number 10, some counting numbers are negative. Of course, it is false because you don't count with negative numbers. You don't count your friends as negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. You don't count with negative numbers. So all counting numbers are positive only, positive whole numbers. So thank you so much for listening. In my next video of this integer series, we will be studying about the operations on integers. Operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division of integers. So please like or share this video, and if you like it or if you want to see more of this kind of video tutorials, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.